I'm very grateful to know you. From the day I met you, it was some big shindig at Saturday Night Live, and I was meeting, I think, Megan for the first time, and she introduced me to this lunk she was with in a black leather biker jacket. And you had one of those big chains that holds probably one key to a safe deposit box in Switzerland.
That's right.
Not a motorcycle key, but and I immediately liked you very much. And we got to know each other really well over the years. We've had a few adventures and misadventures. We may have discussed this once, but you and I took a long bike trip that ended with your chain exploding, and I saw you rebuild the bike using rocks. And I tell people that, and you gathered all the pieces and said, I must now, in that Offermanian way, I must now reassemble this chain using the tools available. And then you proceeded to rebuild the chain. And I thought, this is how long ago this was. There was no Uber. There was no getting on a cell phone and saying, let's get this. Let's just leave our bikes here and throw them in the weeds. You have had a explosive career since then. You've accomplished many terrific things. You're known around the world for your work in television and in film. You're also a world-class worker of wood, and you've written many books. I still think watching you rebuild that bicycle with, I think, 3 rocks, and it took about an hour and a half, but you did it, was one of the most impressive things I've seen anybody do. It puts all your other work to shame.
Well, thank you. There was a lot of over-egging in that pudding that you just prepared. And I mean, there was just a lot of...
No, there's not. I saw it. The chain blew apart into... Not every link separated from every other link. That's true. That's the only egg I added to that pudding.
Only the master link blew open, and I was luckily able to find the pieces that had to be knocked back together.
See, again, I'm contrasting what you did with what I would have done in the same situation. Were I alone and my chain had exploded and there was no way to contact or ask for help, I would have taken my own life. I would have killed myself in those woods in the southern part of Lake Washington.
But you wouldn't have been able to because you'd get a rock and you wouldn't know how to use it.
I would try several times to kill myself with a rock. And then a passing motorist would notice, I think that's Conan O'Brien, smashing away at his own head with a rock. And they would pull over and take a photograph. They wouldn't try and stop me.